Something that I've been getting a lot of questions about is me and my social media, particularly Twitter. As you know, I've been on Twitter since maybe back in March or April, so I'm relatively new to it, and I've learned a lot in a short period of time. I learned that you find out things on Twitter much quicker than you're going to find out by looking at television or reading a newspaper. This is what we call in racing, this is real time. When somebody's at a ball game, somebody's at a racetrack, somebody's in a neighborhood eating dinner somewhere, you find out firsthand what's going on, not just in racing, but in everything in general. And the reason I mention that is because earlier this year, I made a big blunder. I got a note from some of my colleagues that there was going to be a press conference that afternoon, particular day that afternoon, and that Dale Jr. was going to run the 3-car and with Wrangler on the car at Daytona. I thought it was common knowledge. I had no idea that that hadn't been released yet. I got a release. I failed to read at the bottom. It said, do not read this until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or whatever it was. So I made that mistake, and I learned a valuable lesson. You have to be careful what you tweet, and you got to be sure that it's accurate. And when you retweet, you got to be sure that that person knows what they're talking about. So it's an interesting concept, but I've embraced it. I love it, and I've taken it to the next step. I went to Facebook, and I now have a Facebook page, and now we have the YouTube video that you can watch every week. We're going to do this every week. Maybe some weeks I'll be on the road and we'll have something already stored up for you, but we'll try to make it informative. We'll try to make it current events, and we'll try to keep you informed as to what's going on at the track, away from the track, things that drivers are doing, whatever. Try not to do that same old everybody does. I mean, you know, we run the race on Sunday. By Sunday night, there's news shows on that are rehashing the race. Monday, they're rehashing the race. Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way up to the next weekend. I'm going to try to make it a little bit different than that, but still pertaining mainly to what we do, and that's racing in NASCAR. Again, I'm a big fan of social media, and let me tell you why. Here's a quick story. When we were in Daytona back in February, and as you know, we had the pothole. The hole comes in the track. There's a red flag. They go out and they pound some more asphalt in the hole. Guess what? It doesn't stay. It pops right back out. So somebody came up with the idea of putting what they told us was epoxy in the hole. And that was all we really knew. We're right next to the NASCAR. I mean, right next door is Mike Hilton, John Darby, Brian France, the whole crowd's over there. And they're in their booth, we're in ours, and so you would assume that we would have the same information that they have. We didn't. Well, what we found out later on was, and I found out on Twitter, was they were calling down to the truck drivers for all the teams, go to your hauler and get body filler. We call it Bondo. Go to your hauler, get the Bondo, and bring it to the NASCAR trailer. And that's how they repaired the hole that eventually let us finish the race. They mixed up Bondo, like you put on the side of a car or fill it in on a car. They packed it in that hole, and of course it sets up very quickly, which is what we needed. And that's how they temporarily patched that hole, and that allowed us to finish the race. We didn't know that. We being the TV people in the booth, we had no idea that's what they were doing. It would have been an interesting story. What a great idea. Who thought of that? And it would have been something fun to follow. We didn't find out about it until after the race. So I said right then, I said, how do all these people know that and we didn't? Oh, well, they're on Twitter. I came home, I called Matt Ruff, the guy that helps me do all this stuff. I said, Matt, what's Twitter? And of course he explained it to me, how it works, and we set up a Twitter account. And now ODW is Twittering away. You know, I'm not the Twitter king, but I'm getting pretty darn close, and we've got a lot of followers. We're over 25,000. You know, some of my friends have 30, 40. Some celebrities like Taylor Swift, she has 4 million. My friend Calipari, the basketball coach at Kentucky, he has over 1 million. So a lot of people have a lot of followers. We're building up slowly, but we're getting there. But I just wanted you to know that this social media thing, I don't take lightly. I'm excited about it. It's fun. It's just me and you. I can share with you. I can tell you what's on my mind, and sometimes I don't even want to share that with people that I like or people that know me very well, because they all think I'm a little bit off my rocker. But at times I just need somebody to talk to, and guess what? Every week, it's going to be you.